Cosmic League's agents? Will they catch you, or will you catch them? Will you die sooner or later than them? This is all happening in a moment before eternity. So what does it matter who wins?
What is an eternity of dust and ashes worth? That short moment of life that you don't give a damn about. That's all I have. So yes, it does matter how I spend it.
When I hear thunder in the middle of the fight, I always look around, and each time I see your smiling face lit by the lightning, and in your eyes, blood, steel, and claws. Battle brings you true pleasure.
Ah, that's true. I do like slinging lightning, and I like danger. Devil knows why. Sometimes I feel I belong there, in the thick of a battle among the animals and the beasts. So, what's for dinner?
He's so mean.
Kindness doesn't survive this world for long. I was taught that lesson under the whip for many, many years. If you want to live, strike first. That's it.
Ray, let me guess. You committed a terrible atrocity, and now you're atoning for it. Am I right?
I was just looking at the world. There is such evil in it, and too little mercy. Is it not enough to simply want to change it for the better?
Such a wet rag. I'm messing with you. And you just back down. Don't be such a coward. Hit me in the face. Hit me in the face.
You think you can prove something by hitting someone in the face? That's just silly.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
What are you writing in there again?
You know, something about someone. I'll let you read it once I'm finished. It's hilarious.
I beg you, I haven't seen my sisters for several days. I'm afraid they may be in trouble.
This whole land is nothing but trouble. You want me to risk my life and the lives of my people to do your dirty work? Go ahead, ask Armagh to give the order. Oh, but Armagh stayed back in Numeria, which means I am the one making the decisions here.
But what about my sisters? Something terrible could happen to them.
You sisters insisted on this expedition. So it's your price to pay. With your blood, not ours. Something terrible could happen, you say? It is too late for that. We already lost good men on this pointless journey to nowhere. Whatever Armagh needs, it's not here, and it wasn't here from the start. But you didn't come here for him, did you? You came for your own reasons. You want some magic toy that once belonged to the ancient Cyclops. Well, I'm not leading my men to their deaths for that.
To Goth.
This conversation is over. You want help? Why not ask our guests to help you? If you can afford their rates, that is. As for me, my single remaining goal is to get my people home alive, and well, and as soon as possible. How do you think? We keep an eye on everything that happens in the region. It's smart to know our potential employers and our potential enemies. Wish I knew who these witches are and where they came from. Our chieftain, the great Armagh, spirits bless him, trusts them as if they were holy oracles. He sent us with them to these dead hills, and none but the sisters and the chieftain himself know why. Who am I to confront the chieftain? So now we wander these lands, chasing the unknown. None of your business, actually. But just to reassure you, we weren't sneaking into your lands without permission, I'll answer. It was magic. The sisters opened some strange tunnel, and we used it to get here from Numeria. Gorham witnessed my words. I'm no coward, but I'd rather march for a month through all the river kingdoms than use that damned tunnel again. It was strange. Wrong. Just like those witches themselves. Varnold, huh? Isn't that the village Megar Varn got from the Ristovic sword lords? I know Varn. He's not the best fighter, but not the worst. As for what happened there, I wouldn't know. I wish I knew. The sisters are looking for something, but they won't tell anyone what it is. I guess it's some antique that used to belong to the Cyclops. Some magic trinket or something. As for me, the only thing I'm looking for is a good reason to quit this nonsense and return to Numeria as soon as possible. If we did, do you think we'd still be here now? The only thing to be found in these hills is one's own death. A group of my men entered a cave that turned out to be a spriggan den. They barely survived the encounter. Also, we found the ruins of some old tower. ancient as the world itself, and useless as this expedition. There is nothing to be found here, except, like I said, for one's own death. Ask away, why not? I don't promise I'll answer, though. I'm Dugath, son of Gordir and Harith Three Fingers from the Tiger Lord's tribe. My entire life, I've served Gorum, first on the battlefield, sword in my hand, and later with prayer as well. I've fought in battles all across the River Kingdoms, in Yoberia, Guld, Ustalev. My price is high, my hand is steady, and my sword is deadly. Our Lord in Iron doesn't like empty talk. He's the god of those who act instead of chatter. His palm blesses every sword ever crafted, and wherever at least two men meet in battle, he is there with them. Even orcs worship the god of battle, and not only that, they imagine he's an orc too. It's all nonsense, of course, but there may be a grain of truth to it. For anyone can aspire to be like him. A human, an orc, and even an elf. Anyone who grips his iron to make his enemy bleed.
Well said, old man. Truly well said. Blood for Gorum!
There are many tribes in Omeria. Each does its best to survive. The Black Horses sell adamantine. The Blood Pikes rob caravans, and their white scars lick the boots of the Technic League. As for us, the Tiger Lords, we are mercenaries, and the best ones in this part of Avestan. Remember this, Baron. If you keep your throne long enough, we'll meet again. Sooner or later, fighting side by side, or otherwise. Who knows?
And some deal in slave trade.
Yes, there's plenty of those too. And their numbers will never dwindle, so long as the Technic League runs the country.
So, Tiger Lords, listen up. What if, say, some tribe abandons a child? Let's say sells him to the Technic League. A little snot-nose. No tattoos. No ritual scars. Is there any other way to find out where he's from?
That's a hell of a question. If there are no tattoos, no scars, nothing, then how would you identify him? Maybe there are. I don't know what I don't know. If so, only a very powerful wizard could do it. I don't know any of those. You're right. Hey, boy, open your mouth. Your teeth aren't filed, and there's nothing on the head. I don't know any other signs. There's only one indirect sign. If the tribe really sold their child to slavery, it was a tribe without honor or conscience. Only two of the larger tribes could be capable of this. The Sunderhorns and the white scars. But besides them, there are dozens of small tribes in Numeria, and each of them has their own customs. Some aren't just slavers, but cannibals. I'm sorry, friend, but what you seek...
I know. I always just think, what if? Thanks for asking him, though. I never thought to ask.
He's a strong fighter, brave one. He says he's Armagh, an incarnation of a hero from the old times. Just don't ask if I believe it. Armagh is smart. He knows how to do business. If he'd only pay less attention to what those witches whisper, he'd be a perfect chieftain. Eons ago, stars rained down on Numeria. Pieces of metal, both dead and living ones, fell from the sky. Since then, metal monsters roam those lands, and the grounds hold a wealth of adamantine, among other valuable things. Weaklings don't survive there. As for us, Numerian Kelets, we grew up on that land. We drank its poisoned waters and breathed its toxic air. Metals from the depths infused our bones and muscles. No one can beat us. If there were anyone capable of bringing us down, it would be ourselves.
There it is, Numerian humor. For those who find gallows humor too cheerful.
Not that much. Long ago, these lands were part of their empire. They were a great people back then, used unbelievable magic, and possessed treasures beyond count. Ages passed, and their empire crumbled into dust. Cyclops became wild and forgot all about what they once used to be. But the ruins, yes, the ruins remember everything. You're welcome. I'm afraid we can't. At least not yet. I'd be happy to take a new job, but our chieftain's orders were strict. Search the location and come back with a report. But if you could help us here, say, by finding whatever these witch sisters are looking for, or maybe just making them disappear forever, mark my word, Baron, the Tiger Lords never forget those who helped them.
Disappear, you say? That can easily be arranged.
You, our guest. The Baron, am I right? I'm sorry you witnessed that unpleasant scene. If I may ask, what is your name? Nice to meet you, Baron. I have no name. I've rejected it to serve benevolent powers. Not the greatest sacrifice of those we're sometimes called to make. You may call me Defaced Sister. I am one of those who call themselves the defaced sisters. We've rejected our names and our faces in service to benevolent spirits. I'm sorry that I cannot reveal our true destiny to you yet, but believe me when I say our mission is extremely important. Not just for us, not just for the tribe, but for the entire world.
So honorable. Do these benevolent spirits have names?
Do not burden yourself with idle questions, cleric. Know that all the truths you are seeking for will find you, but only when you are ready for them. These are enigmatic lands. Stars rain from the sky. Soil bleeds fire and gives birth to metal instead of grass. These are lands of mysteries and nightmares. But they're destined to become the salvation of us all, for that is where great Armag lived, died, and rose again, and he will bring redemption for us all. He's a man of great destiny. The gods themselves tried to lay him low, but he came back, defied death itself, as was foretold, for that was his fate. He's destined to save many, many lives, but at a terrible cost to himself. I would never wish a fate like that on you, Baron. I would never wish a fate like that on anyone.
There are many songs about Armagh, not all of them Numerian. Some see his story as an inspiration, others as a warning against the dangers of hubris. But I've never heard about any prophecy.
Wise ones know many routes that are closed to the uninitiated. Will you be able to detect them? Will you dare to walk along them? Who knows? It is not yet time to answer this question. We are searching for ancient ruins, the remains of structures built by the previous holders of these strange lands. That is all I can tell you for now. I understand that you want to know more, but have no doubt, you will in time. Don't be wary of riddles. Those wise enough to solve them eventually learn much more than those who always seek straight answers. My sisters, they each went out on their own quests and never returned. Not one of the three. I can understand Dukath. He doesn't trust us. But by refusing to help my sisters and me, he puts himself, his people, countless innocent souls in grave danger. If only I could soften his impertinent heart. Do you have a map? I can provide you some direction. One of my sisters went to the sepulchre of forgotten heroes. Another went looking for the Forsaken Mound. And the third was going to visit the ruins of the City of the Hollow Eyes. I won't lie, these places are all very dangerous. But searching for lost truth always involves danger. Dark things tend to happen in that land. I can only guess to the fate of Varnhold. My 3 sisters know more. Help me find them, and you'll get your answers. If the spirits are kind, it will happen before it's too late. If in your travels you meet my sisters, please help them, and I will help you in return. Remember this word, Geheb. That is what the previous inhabitants of these lands, the Cyclopses, called darkness they so worshipped. If a door shut and lockless bars your path, this word might be your key. May kind spirits guide you in your travels.